A few years ago, this was just a hobby. Today, this room helps me run a business, create content for hundreds of thousands of people, and ship orders all over the country. And some of these tools have been with me for 4 years. Some are newer additions, but every single thing in this office has either saved me time, made me money, or stop me from losing my mind. And trust me when I say that the last one is worth its weight in gold. So today I'm going to take you behind the scenes of Honey She's Home and showing you exactly what's in my office, and more importantly, what's actually worth buying. Because let's be honest, the internet is full of people convincing us we need 17 gadgets to be successful. Well, I'm here to save you from at least a few questionable purchases. Now, let's start with the machine that's probably worked harder than anyone in this room, my Cricut Maker. I've owned this machine for over 4 years, and if I'm being honest, it deserves a paid vacation. This thing has helped me make thousands of stickers, bookmarks, labels, packaging, inserts, and probably enough confetti-sized scraps to fill an entire room. I'm not even joking. The chips and scratches aren't damaged. I'd like to call them battle scars, honestly. And after 4 years of near constant use, it's still one of the hardest working tools in my business. So if you're planning on selling stickers, bookmarks, decals, or paper goods, this would absolutely be one of my first purchases. I'm actually even hoping to upgrade to a Cricut 4, fingers crossed. Next up is my brother Inkvestment tape. Try saying that 5 times fast. This printer, however, has printed more sticker sheets than I can actually count. One of my favorite things about it is the ink tank system, because running out of ink at the worst possible moment is basically a rite of passage for small business owners. But let me tell you that the print quality has been reliable. The ink lasts forever, and it's become a core part of my sticker making workflow. Say hello to my baby. This is my xTool Apparel Printer, one of the newer additions to my office, but definitely one of the coolest. Being able to print full color apparel designs in-house has completely changed what's possible for my business. Honestly, every time I use it, it still feels like a little bit of magic. And right next to it is my HTVRONT Auto Heat Press 2. What I love most is that it handles the pressure and pressing process automatically, which means I get to spend less time babysitting a machine and more time pretending I'm caught up on work. I'm not the only one who does that, right? Oh, and spoiler alert, I'm never caught up on work. Okay, now let's talk about one of the most underrated tools in this room, and that is my MUNBYN thermal label printer. I've owned this for 4 years and generally can't imagine shipping orders without it. I mean I can, but it was horrible. This thing has no ink, no toner, no frustration. Exactly, you heard me right. You just print, peel, stick, and move on with your life. Future me is thankful every single day that passed me because I got this thing. Alright, I always feel like this part deserves a drum roll because this pegboard wall is probably one of my most requested parts of my office, and trust me, I get it. It's functional, organized, and incredibly satisfying to look at, may I add. And before the setup, I spent way too much time searching for tools that somehow vanished into another dimension. But because of this beauty, everything has a home, and when you're packing dozens of orders, those little efficiencies really add up. I don't have to be out of breath looking somewhere else, and it's great. It's so great that I even got a second pegboard. This is where I keep extra supplies, paper trimming tools, where I fold apparel orders, and just other equipment I don't need every single day. Small business owners know that eventually every closet becomes inventory storage. I think it's basically a law now. Plus, your girl needed more space for more machines, and I loved how it came out. This shelf is where a lot of my finished inventory lives. I use tiered displays for cups and dedicated organizers for bookmarks and storage systems for stickers, and as my product catalog grew, I quickly realized that organization wasn't optional anymore. Okay, what I'm saying is that nothing humbles you faster than spending 20 minutes looking for a product that's been sitting right in front of you the entire time. Ask me how I know. Plus, I'm the type of person, as I got older, I feel like I need organization in my life. Otherwise, I just get very, discombobulated. I always thought that was such a funny word. But no, actually, it's for my sanity. Mental health is so important to me. And for me, organization, it just makes my heart happy and my brain feel nice, calm, easy, and relaxed. Let me know in the comments if you get me. Moving over underneath my long desk is this drawer system. This is where I store miscellaneous supplies, packaging materials, and backstock inventory. It's not glamorous by any means, but it's one of those systems that quietly keeps everything running behind the scenes. I'm actually thinking of buying a second one. Should I? Okay, so these cube organizers hold my shipping boxes. I sort different sizes into different compartments, so I'm not digging through cardboard chaos every time an order comes in. Again, ask me how I know. Like I said, simple system, huge time saver. And I love how this fits right underneath my second desk. It's tall enough that I can fit other things underneath it, like my heat press accessories and my dog's little napping cave, of course. And now as we switch back over on the other side of my office, I use another cube organizer for vinyl storage, which is the same exact one that holds my boxes, by the way. And this area flows into into what I like to call my admin corner, where I answer emails, process orders, plan content, and spend entirely too much time convincing myself I'll achieve answering every single message someday. Now, this might be one of the smartest organization systems in my office because I use photo organizer boxes to store my sticker inventory. Every section is labeled, categorized, and alphabetized. Please go ahead and judge me because this thing has changed my life, so I don't even care. Because I have over 200 designs, there's simply no other way I'd be able to find anything that works this well for me. Yeah, let's just say past Gabby finally did future Gabby a favor. Like, I don't think you understand, because the fact that I can just get an order, especially large sticker orders, and go through this sticker box is just chef's kiss. Okay, I can finally say this because this is actually the star of the show. Because I've been using my DJI Osmo Pro this entire time while filming this video for you guys. Most of my videos are filmed on my phone using this gimbal stabilizer, and it helps everything feel smooth and stable instead of looking like I sprinted through the office while recording. So whether I'm filming product shots, packing orders, office tours, or B-roll, it makes my videos feel a lot more polished without adding a bunch of extra work. And it even comes with a cute stand, which is a plus. Now, speaking of stand, this tripod has survived 4 years of content creation. Honestly, at this point, it's less of a tool and more of a coworker who's reliable, dependable, never complains, unlike me. Yep, this baby is 55 inches tall and the legs are adjustable, which I love for a tripod because it makes it so versatile when I create all over my office all the time. And I can just shift it around and prop her up on a desk, and it's a win for me. Now, that is not my only coworker. I have a second magnetic tripod that I keep right in my closet to make content on the go feel so much easier. I mean, being able to switch quickly between angles makes filming feel so seamless. It just helps remove the friction that stops people from creating content consistently, I think. I mean, one of my favorite mottos is working smarter, not harder, and this is definitely one of those things that helps with that. And this light right here, oh my gosh, this one actually makes me really excited because it's probably responsible for half the comments asking how my videos look so bright and aesthetic. So if you're creating content regularly, good lighting is one of the best investments you can make, because lighting upgrades your content faster than most cameras do. Like, I don't think you would believe me if I told you all of my videos are filmed on my phone, but this bad boy, yeah, professional lighting, it makes the biggest difference. Then you slap on your favorite filter and now you have your signature look. Back when I first started envisioning my home office space, I knew I wanted to build an assembly line, and this desk is where the majority of my business happens. Starting with my shipping station, moving into my Cricut workspace, and ending at my admin corner. Everything flows from one end to the other, less walking around, less chaos, and it feels a lot more productive. At least that's the goal. And yes, I pre-measured my Cricut to make sure that it fit right on this thing, which it fits perfectly, and I love that. This second desk houses my apparel equipment and larger machines. It's incredibly sturdy and has plenty of room for bigger projects. Underneath, you'll find additional storage and a little corner for Romy's dog bed, because apparently every office manager deserves their own office. And as you know, he's my employee of the month, like every month. If you know, you know. But yeah, definitely recommend a long, sturdy desk, but also a wide, sturdy desk, because they will make all the difference in a craft room. Now, let's do a little recap, because if I had to start over tomorrow, here's what I'd buy first. Number one being my Brother printer, because without it, a huge portion of my product creation process disappears overnight. And this printer specifically has been my all-time favorite, and I've owned 3 so far, and I'm probably just gonna upgrade this one eventually because I love this printer so much. Number 2 would be my Cricut Maker, because 4 years later, and it's still one of the best investments I have ever made. And if you don't know, I had my Cricut Maker stuck in its packaging box for 8 whole months before I even opened it, and now here we are. But this machine is so reliable. I know people have their preferences in terms of cutting machines, but I've had this Cricut Maker, the original, for 4 years and counting, and she is still running strong and running so beautifully. And without it, I wouldn't be anywhere near where I am today in my business, and I know for a fact I will be getting the brand new one soon. Fingers crossed again, because I definitely am going to need it. I'm sure she is ready to retire. Now, number 3 on this list would be my pegboard system. I know most people focus on machines, but organization, you guys, it saves just as much time as equipment does, I'm telling you. One of the biggest reasons people quit their businesses is because of burnout. And when you have your system and process in place, and yes, it will change over time, but as long as you keep evolving and stay consistent, that's all that matters. And organization is your best friend when it comes to this. Next would be my sticker storage system, because making products is one thing, but actually being able to find them is another, and it just all goes back to having an organizational system. And this one personally just makes me happy every time. Every time I get an order, I just get so excited. I know that things could look differently for you. My organizational system might not be for you. All you have to do is give it a try, and if it doesn't work, find something else. And as long as it makes you happy and your life easier, that's all that matters. And finally, my photography light, because if nobody can clearly see what you're creating, marketing gets a whole lot harder. At the end of the day, the goal isn't to have the fanciest office, it's to build systems that save you time, reduce stress, and allow you to spend more time creating and doing what you love. At the end of the day, none of these products built my business for me. They didn't create the designs, pack the orders, answer customer messages, or film the content. But what they did do was save me time. And when you're running a small business, this is one of the most valuable resources you have. Every minute I'm not searching for supplies, fighting with equipment, or reorganizing a messy workspace is a minute I can spend creating, marketing, or serving my customers. And even better, spending time with my family. Over the years, those saved minutes have added up in a really big way. Now, hopefully this tour gave you a few ideas you can steal for your own workspace, and let me know in the comments what's the one tool in your office that you absolutely couldn't live without. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, because apparently I have a lot of opinions about office organization and small business life. All jokes, kind of. But anyway, I had a great time with you guys today, and thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.